Let me ask a question of our audience here. How many of you have ever seen this? You know what this is? Oh, yes, it's on.
It looks like the model for the original Jaws movie.
Now, you're close. This is the logo for the Morton Downey Jr. show.
Right.
Probably the most flamboyant, controversial personality in television today.
He does get worked up.
The Pablum Pukers have spent the, I guess, the past 5 or 6
Buddy, don't call me a prostitute, you fat, ugly slob.
Her turn, Miriam. Zip it! Zip it! Well, let me tell you something. We're proud of this guy. And if you don't like this dog show, you can
Wow, now there's a man lots of people would like to get back at.
We're about to see Morton Downey Jr. get his.
All right. We went to New York to catch our prey. It was all set up in this room.
And here's the victim, Morton Downey Jr. He's here to discuss a business deal he knows nothing about.
Accomplice number 1, Bill Boggs, Mort's executive producer and close friend.
Accomplice number 2, Robert Pittman, an executive with Mort's show, and he sent Mort to hear about an amusement park company that designs rides named after celebrities.
Building attractions around personalities.
Sounds to me like that could be something that could disappear real fast. A celebrity today and a zero tomorrow.
That's true, except that I think you're here to stay. I think you're entering superstar status. I believe.
Well, Mort agrees with that.
We developed an environment where the average man, John Q. Public, Mr. Viewer, sits at home, can experience the Morton Downey Jr. show.
Actor Jonathan Hadari, going to bring over a scale model.
They can experience it by watching it on television.
Wait till Mort sees this.
Let me introduce you to Morton Downey Jr.'s loud
This is pretty much in the nature of a sketch of what we've got so far. Now, this is done, as I say, it's a sketch. We needed to present it to you before we could go very far in terms of specifics.
It's very pretty, but I don't know what the hell's inside.
Well,
we're about to show you.
We envision as being interactive. We can give you a better idea of that in a bit with a sort of a simulation we can do in here. This is the mouth slide. They come sliding down the mouth. They get onto what is a moving sidewalk, which takes them around various attractions in the event. They finally come out through smoke, a smoke chamber, visual or otherwise, right?
No, I live in a smoke.
Into the wrap-up of their trip through is the Morton Downey show, where they are on. They are encouraged to talk back, which they do on camera. They are photographed by video cameras and leave, if they so wish, with a cassette of their experience in this and on the Morton Downey show.
Question. What does it cost to get into the ride? Or do you control that? And what does the video cassette cost?
I think the idea of Mort, like, not being as expensive as the other rides would be,
Exactly.
something.
Listen to Mort fight for his viewers.
Jackson, we can work that in.
I hate my audience to be ripped off.
Yeah. In the perfect time. Just as we speak, we have our psychological consultant coming in to talk about the behavioral responses and why we think that this is a good environment.
Actor Ray DeMattis is going to bring in a surprise for Mort. Dr. Joyce Brothers. Watch Mort's face when he first sees her.
It's nice. I should have told you this is something we know.
We did not want to show you this.
Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in again.
We found out that you know Dr. Brothers, actually, which we did not know previously.
Actress Breon Gorman is now going to turn the meeting over to Joyce.
She can say this all better than we can, actually. So,
Mort, I'm sorry, a little bit late, but the cab driver leaned out the window and said, "Zip it," which is I came across some research by Dr. Milton Layton, and he says hostility is a normal product of the human system, like sweat. But most people don't have an opportunity to get it out of their system. And so
you know, I admire you very much and always have. But I really don't have much, I don't hold much for psychiatrists, psychologists, all these study groups that, you know, study us to death like Dr. Spock did and gave us a generation of wimps. I think they study the human species so much that we don't know what the hell we're dealing with.
All right, now this leads us to the thing of a simulation. What we've done is we put up a people mover, well, we, you know,
our office version of a people mover.
If you would.
We're now going to give Mort our version of this fake ride. which requires him to walk over to our treadmill and be put through an experience you've never seen Morton Downey go through before.
You're going to be the average Joe.
Test.
Now, you want to keep hold of the handrails at all times because we're going to ask you to put a blindfold on.
Okay.
Then you will simulate being in darkness.
Soon, Mort will experience his own words coming back at him and much more. Watch.
Comfortable?
Can't see it there.
All right, hang on to
Now,
that.
you've got to remember now that you are not Morton Downey.
That's an inflatable plastic bat.
Blue-collar American. So here comes a couple of questions, and you're going to answer, all right? You'll be given choices to answer like this. 1, do you like your mother-in-law? Yes, no, or not married?
Don't have one, but I'll have one soon. I'll have to like her someone.
Only yes or no qualifies, sir. Zip it, Jerko. You're off my show. Here's a full of house, follow you home.
All right, number 2, are you being well served by television? Yes, no, or no opinion?
No opinion.
Ugly, fascist, slime pigs. Send to this country to the crapper.
This ride sucks.
Mort always has an opinion.
Yes, no, or no opinion?
No.
You are a dense and staggering fool. How come there's so few horses and so many horses?
All right, now, if your neighbor is throwing a loud party, would you, 1, complain to him, 2, ignore it, or 3, call the police?
4, I'd go to it.
I got another wrong answer. I run the show here. Now get your big fat butt off my treadmill.
Now we stop. Get that off you.
Now, Ed, we've cleared the room so we can discuss money. Remember, Mort came here to hear how he could make money, but now we're going to ask him to invest $250,000 of his own money in this crazy venture.
All right, now let me tell you, what we've done is we reserve $1 million of that, and we divide it up into 4 blocks of $250,000 each for what we call courtesy opportunities for you and the principals and your friends. If you are at all interested in this thing, then you can get in on the ground floor. Now, this is besides royalties. This is besides remuneration. This is besides all the stuff that you're going to get anyway for your
Let me ask you a question. Do you require that those 4 units be sold before you can make your operation work?
All right, I'm gonna have to find Stu on this because I'm in trouble. I am so embarrassed. I shall be right back. Will you excuse me for just a second?
Our actors purposely acting shaky to see Mort's reaction.
I'll tell you something, all right?
You look absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, dropping the confetti. Well, that's... Let me, first of all, let me tell you. Why do they need 4 units of $250,000?
They didn't say that they needed it. They didn't say that.
No,
they
what he said was courtesy
saying
opportunity. He's not sure. He doesn't know. It sounds a little bit like a con game. Big
Well,
deal.
wait a
They put
second.
a
These
model
guys
here
know.
that you can bill for $75.
That cost us 80, Dick.
We're training around those in the doctor's
Well,
office.
listen.
Okay,
These-
listen,
you know,
I
these-
do
these are
anything,
not-
I do anything the Pittman and Mayo tell me to do. But when I don't think it benefits the people who watch my show, sure, I know the critics say it's entertainment, the critics say I'm an idiot, let them say whatever the hell they want, as long as I'm getting some information out. This doesn't look like it gets squat out, and I don't like the idea of someone hitting me up at the last question
Well,
for
I can understand.
$250,000.
Let me ask you this. Assuming...
I'd rather give that to the homeless.
Assuming that this isn't a setup where they're looking for money. Assuming that.
Yeah.
Give me my opinion. I think
Yeah.
this is the opportunity of a lifetime. Now, I'll tell you why. Can you imagine if Phil Donahue ride in an amusement park? What would it be like?
Well, you go around a rim of glasses.
Yeah. Make it happen. No.
Is it too soon? Yeah, we just barged right in. I'm sorry.
Now watch our accomplice Bill Boggs double-cross Mort.
Coming too soon. I hope we gave you a little bit of a chance to talk.
Well, we were just chatting about it.
don't
I
have
think, I think basically, I don't know what the money aspect of it is, but I think basically we're in.
No, I don't think.
Oh, I'm delighted.
Basically,
Excuse me, Bill.
no, basically,
Excuse me,
I
Bill.
think
You're saying basically you think we're in. We'll call it the Bill Boggs thing.
when you go to
Look,
Mort,
not
you're missing
suggesting
the
it's wrong.
opportunity of a lifetime. This
Then
is
I miss
absolutely
it, pal.
crazy, man.
There's 1,000 opportunities.
You're way off.
It-
You're way off on this.
Bill.
Mort, let me tell you
Wait,
something.
yeah.
This is the first time I ever talked. You're off
No,
on this.
don't,
You're off
Bill,
on this like
Bill,
you've never
don't
been off on
stand
anything
up.
before. I'll tell you why, Mort.
We got some people here. Nice,
Excuse me.
all right?
Let me tell you why. Very gently.
Yeah, okay, pal.
Because this is no ordinary meeting. You've been had, man. This is
Sure, I'd be damn well.
bloopers and practical jokes.
Bill Boggs is a brave man, Dick. I hope he still has his job.
Hey, flash that famous grin, Mort.